Hey guys, here we go. This is day 2 for me. So we'll do another 30-40 minutes session. I hope it's going well for you. And obviously feel free to fire back any questions or suggestions you have for the 30-day challenge. Okay, so usual warm up. And squat down and stand. 8 to 10 reps of this. Sitting down deep into my squat. Stay nice and tall through that upper body. If we stay tall through the upper body, it will encourage you to keep your core activated. So when you see people running down the road and they're running down looking at the ground, it drives me mad. If you have your head up tall, we'll go wide into our plie squats. If you have your head up tall, it forces you to, maintain a good tall posture, but that activates your core to stabilize and keep you in that position while you run. So if you are a runner, just pick a spot 100 meters down the end of the road in front of you and just keep running, looking that far ahead, and that holds you up tall. You might tire a bit quicker, but in the long run, it will improve your running posture. One more as I waffle on. Good stuff. So from here, feet parallel, up and down on the balls of my toes. Trying to maintain a little connection through that core. Trying to get up right up onto those tippy toes. And I'm coming back down nice and slow and controlled. I want to try and get the muscles working to lift me, and then muscles working to eccentrically lower me. I'll do one more. Lovely. I'm going to lift my left heel, keep my pelvis level and start to walk. Just running around, a bit out of breath. Trying to squeeze this in. It's the hard part, isn't it? Find those 30-40 minutes. You wouldn't think it was much to actually try and do it. Perfect. And then I'm going to hold up that left heel, stay nice and stable, stand up on my left side, lower myself down, stand up on my right side, lower myself down. So I'm going to keep going with those. And same thing, I want to lower down through that same heel, eccentrically again. Time under tension, great for ankle strength, Achilles strength, calf strength, and then the foot and arch work as well. Lovely. Okay, little combo for us. Hands on the hips or hands out to the front, up onto the tippy toes, squat, lower the heels, stand. Tippy toes, squat, lower the heels, stand. Tippy toes, squat, lower the heels, stand. One more, tippy toes, squat, lower the heels, stand. Reverse that. We squat, go up onto the tippy toes, stand, lower. Squat, tippy toes, stand. Squat, tippy toes, stand. Squat, tippy toes, stand. Excellent. So from here, standing in the middle of my mat, slightly to the back of it, I'm going to do a little side step to the left, spring back off that foot, side step to the right, spring back off that foot. We'll go over and back 4 or 5 times to each side. I'm trying to stay really grounded through the foot. Load, explode, load, explode. That's kind of how we run. We load the foot and explode off it onto the other leg. So these load and explode exercises, really good for just walking and running. Brilliant. Shake that out. Okay. Step into the back side of the mat. I'm going to hands on the hips, step forward onto my left leg. I'm going to do my little curtsy, and then I'm going to reach down with my right hand to my left foot and repeat that again. Little curtsy, stand, reach down, and with a little twist really is what we're trying to do here. Curtsy, kind of like a forward little lunge again with a twist. One more to this side. Forward little lunge with a twist and step back. Okay, so we'll switch. hands on my hips, step forward onto my right foot, as I fall, a little curtsy and a twist and a reach down my left hand, pause, curtsy, little forward lunge again with a twist, curtsy, lean forward and twist, 2 more, lean forward and twist, last one, curtsy, lean forward and twist, and step back. Excellent. So just to get the back warmed up a little bit more, I'm going to step forward and scoop and step back, then change legs, step forward and scoop and step back. So I'm just alternating left and right, step forward with a scoop or a sweep, step forward, sweep. Thinking of scoops, you see, I'm 3 days off the drink now, thinking of scoops already. Seeing pints everywhere I go. Oh no, not that bad. Just donuts. 1 more on the right. Excellent stuff. We'll shake that out again. Okay, so lovely little full body warm up. Even if you want to use it to wake yourself up, sitting at your desk or something, get down on your back, stand up 3 times, 3 different ways. So you just get down, lie on my back, twist and turn, get back up. I don't care how you do it. Just getting up and down. This is obviously a very good exercise to do for older people. Encourage them to be able to get up and down. Fall prevention stuff, really. And you'll notice you're kind of twist and turn and doing 1 arm push-ups. You're doing lunges, going from kneeling to standing. So it's a great way to get everything going. Okay, down we go. Felt like a celebrity chef there talking like that. Okay, we started off gentle. So from here, left leg into tabletop, pause, engage the core, and we tap that left foot down onto the floor 5 times. Maintaining a nice level pelvis, it doesn't move. Keep that left leg in that tabletop position, and we extend it 5 times. And then we're going to hold it out on the 5th one, lower to the floor, raise it to the ceiling, working through the ankles. Do 5 of those. You can do these slow and steady, maintaining that neutral pelvis again. Talked about that briefly in one of the videos. Can't keep up now, there's been so many. Then raise the leg up, scoop it around and back in. We'll do 3 in each direction. So again, you're trying to make sure that right leg doesn't move. Don't really mind how big the circles are with the left. It's really about what's happening with the right, and that pelvis is staying level as you're scooping the leg. Good stuff. Change sides, so give yourself a little reset. Right leg into tabletop, engage that core, tap that right leg 5 times. Good stuff, and I'm breathing through it all. Hold that there, extend it out 5 times. Keeping that core engaged. And then on this 5th one, I'm going to lower the leg, raise the leg. And again, I'm working through my ankle. I never really have as much range. I did have a disc problem during COVID, actually digging up a tree out the back, bored off my head. And I put a disc out, caused a bulge into my back. Took a couple of months to settle down, and ever since that right leg's always been a wee bit tighter. Okay, good stuff. So I'm gonna pop up onto my elbows and do the same thing. So if this causes too much discomfort into your low back, just lie down and repeat what we just did, okay? So left leg into tabletop. Now when I'm in this position, I want my pelvis rolled forward. I don't want to be hanging back like I'm on the beach. So I want to be up tall, left leg in tabletop, and I tap that 5 times. Good stuff. Then from here, I'm going to extend that leg in and out 5 times. And I'm really focused on what's happening with my hip. And then I'm going to hold that out, lower it, and raise it up and down. So as that leg is coming up and down, I want to really make sure that pelvis isn't rolling back with the leg. That's the key to this. And then I'm coming up and around and circling. And back the other way. Excellent stuff. Very good. So we change legs. Right leg into tabletop. Reset, refix, tap, keep breathing. If this position, as I said, is irritating your back, lie down and just do what we're doing again. It's just another round. Okay, so then on that 5th toe tap, we go into leg extensions. Watching my hips. If I don't concentrate, I do tend to slouch back into it, so I have to really focus. Then I'm going to hold that leg out there and extend it up and down through the foot. One more for good luck. And then we're going to come up and around and do our leg extension. So straight away my left leg wants to wobble and drop out to the left to counterbalance. Correct that. Then switch that leg the other way. Brilliant work. Lovely. Have a little lie down. Grab your knees, pull them in. Sure, Pilates couldn't be any easier exercise than lying down, huh? And then we're going to pop up. Okay. So we're going to do a little roll down competition. So we pop up like so. Now, a little cheat at home. You can stick your feet underneath the couch or under the dog or whatever will weigh them down, okay? We're going to see how well you can come up and down. From this position, I start up nice and tall. Arms out to the front. I'm going to slowly lower myself down to the floor. Arms go over the head. Then I'm going to bring those arms back up. And as I exhale, start to roll back up with my arms back up tall. Okay, so we'll do 2 at each point. Okay, so as I said, if you can't get back up, weight your feet down, stick them under the couch or a chair to help you anchor yourself. Now, then we bend the knees, bring the feet in 6 inches. This is the test. Down we go. So we're going to see how close you can bring your feet in to you and get up and down without having to use any momentum, any lunging, or your feet come off the floor. None of that's allowed. Perfect, that's 2 for me. Bring those feet in again, a couple of inches. Off we go again. And really we're trying to get to the point where you can't get up, all right? Because then you're really challenging yourself. So that was a little bit of a cheat there, Andy. No one's watching, doesn't matter. And a nice cue here is when we're coming back up in this position, you push the low back into the ground now, and then you get yourself up, okay? Another inch or 2 in. Off we go. Back down. This might be my breaking point. Yeah, but yeah. We go one more. Down. I definitely cheated a little bit there. Excellent. Last one, I think, for me. I have had clients who can bring their heels right into their butts and get up and down. So amazing. Didn't tell them that though. Oh, there we go, there we go. So I'm really reaching that point where my feet came up a centimetre off the floor. I want to concentrate a bit more, squeeze deep. Oh yeah, try not to use too much momentum. Whew, how did you get on with those? If you didn't make it very far, don't sweat it. Doesn't matter. It's all about movement. That's my philosophy when it comes to all this stuff. So we'll do little rolls. These are lovely. So again, they're not too difficult. The trick is to round your back if you can. Keep your feet off the floor at all times. And you roll back onto the base of your neck and then you roll back up and you hover. The tricky part is the hovering bit. Make sure you keep your back rounded. If it goes flat, you're going to end up like a turtle on his back and you're not going to get back up again. And you can do a little kick with your legs to help engage that core to whack it in. So as I'm doing that now, I'm going to let go with my hands on the next one and do a little bit of whee. And then I'm going to come back in and do another one. Brilliant. Then I'm going to try my legs, extend the legs out. Lovely. And another one, legs and arms, hover, hover, hover. Super. And then legs and arms in a different way. And last one. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold it out there and kick my legs like I'm swimming. Tough as hell, but great. And yeah, lovely. So that's the warm up done. Okay, so we're gonna go on all fours. Superman's a must, as we all know at this stage. Draw that belly button in, nice flat back. You got a tray of drinks on your low back and you can't spill a drop because we're on the dry January anyway, not allowed to have it. Draw that belly button in, extending the arms and legs nice and long. Good stuff. Scratching the eye, sorry. And then what I want to do is extend left arm, right leg and bring the elbow to the knee. Really crunch and extend out and go again. Really crunch and extend out. We'll do 5 of these. Crunch and extend. 2 more. Crunch. And when I'm doing this, I really want to feel those abs being crushed as I crunch and round my back. Then I'm going to extend my right arm, left leg, elbow to knee, crunch and long, crunch and long. 2 more. And 1 more. Brilliant stuff. And long and back. Good work. Okay, so to get us off our wrists, because I know we've done a good few on the wrists, we're going to come down onto the elbows. So down here, all I want to do is straighten my right leg, nice and flat through my upper body and shoulders tucked back and down. And I just want to kick up through that back leg. So obviously you don't have to worry too much about neutral pelvis, but I am drawing my belly button in to try and prevent my back from doing too much of an arc or extension. Lovely. Then I'm going to bend that knee, the right knee, and point the toes to the ceiling as they come up and down. So you'll feel a little bit more hamstring, a little bit more glute engagement. 1 more. Good stuff. And then I'm going to extend that right leg out long and circles. We all love the circles. And then back the other way with those circles. Trying to stay really stable now. And then I'm going to hold that right leg there and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in. Whew, definitely feel that in the buttocks. Okay, so extend the left leg out long, raise it up and down as high as you can comfortably go, but without too much back extension. And we draw that belly button in as that leg is lifting to stop the back from arching too much. And then you really feel the back of those leg muscles working into the low back. 2 more. Good stuff. Then I bend that left knee again, keeping it at a 90-degree angle. I'm going to bring that foot to the ceiling like a donkey kick. Keep that core engaged. Stay strong. 1 more. Lovely. Then what did we do? Oh yeah, we extended that leg. We did some circles. I've every day planned out in my head under the winged file. Only messing. And then circle the other way. And then we hold that leg there and we pulse. Again, try not to move too much. Brilliant stuff. And we sit back and just stretch that out a little. Loosen out those shoulders. Good stuff. Now, we are going to go back onto the wrist for a moment. So I'm onto all fours. So 2 options here. Easy option is just keep the toes curled in underneath you, elbows slightly bent, and you're just going to lift your knees an inch off the mat and lower them down. Okay? Hard option, and it's a very hard option, is you lift the knees, but then you do a little baby walk out with the feet and baby walk them back in again. So people that do the reformer might recognize that exercise. I do it quite a bit. It's a tough one. So, easy option, knees off the mat, hold for a count of 3, lower them down, give me 5 or 8 reps. Hard option, knees off the mat. Let's walk out with those baby feet, those baby steps, and back in again. You can rest in between if you like, or just keep going. Give me 5, insy outsies. That's 2 for me. Definitely counting these ones. Shut up talking and focus. That's 4 and 5. Brilliant. Shake that out. Woo. I don't care, they are hard. Okay. We're going on to our side. So, do some side plank variations, okay? I'm on my left side, just so as we're all on the same page. So I'm going to lift and lower. Simple, not too strenuous, I hope. Give me 5. Again, we will build these up. They will get harder, so do what levels you want to follow me through on. Do one more. Good stuff. Now, next variation. We come up and stay up, and we do clams or leg lifts. 5 of them. 3, 4, 5, and down. You can have a little stretch of the shoulder. It starts to get a bit tight. Now we combine those 2 moves. This is the killer. We start here, we lift and kick. We lower everything back down to the floor. Lift and kick, lower back down. 5 of them. Lift and kick. So if you feel this is too tough for you, do one of the previous 2 levels. Don't just sit there looking at me now, come on. We want to keep moving for these 30, 40 minutes when we get the time. Stretch it. Change sides. So I'm now on my other left side, commonly known as your right side for some people. Okay, elbow under shoulder. We just do our lift 5 times, nice and strong. I'm right-handed, I definitely feel more grounded on this side. So you may find that happens with you. One side is better than the other. Okay, so that's 5 of them. Then we're going to come up and hold our plank position and lift that leg 5 times. Stay strong through here. Your underside. One more. Brilliant. And then we do the little combo, the killer. We come up and lift and kick and lower right back down. Lift and kick and lower. Lift and kick and lower. 2 more. Lift and kick and lower. And 1 more. Lift and kick and lower. And we do no re-stretch. Good work. Okay, we're going to go back onto our backs. So we're going to do some tummy crunches. So now, with the tummy crunches, you just need to make sure your neck is protected, okay? And the best way to do that is you take your hands, interlace your fingers behind your head, and I want you to consciously hold your head in your hands. So as you're not having to strain the front of your neck, you're just able to cradle your head in your hands. You want to maintain a little gap in the small of your back, feet flat on the floor. And from here, I'm going to do a little crunch where I lift my head and shoulders off the floor as high as they'll go, but without my low back flattening into the mat, okay? And then back down. But I'm not straining through my neck. I'm trying to keep my neck really relaxed. I'm breathing. And I'm getting a little shake when I come up high. Good stuff. So if you're getting a shake, that's good. Like probably after 2 or 3 days of doing these exercises for 30 minutes every day, things are definitely going to start to shake. And when they're shaking, they're working. And then what you might notice, hopefully in a week to 10 days, you're not shaking as much. Everything's getting stronger, getting easier, and that's what we want. We'll do 1 more, so it's about 10 hopefully. Lovely stuff. So as I said, the key to them is to support the head and keep a gap in the small of the back. So make it a bit tougher. 2 legs into tabletop. Again, if you feel they're too tricky for you, you can keep one leg up in the air or just keep your feet back on the floor. So let's go again, 10. And again, I'm trying to get up as high as I can. Squeeze, keep that core engaged. Don't let that pelvis roll back into you. That just reminded me of one that I could do actually. Squeeze and lift, relax the head. Watch that low back position. 2 more, keep those elbows out wide. Don't pull your head, lift your head with your hands. Last one. Super job. So we're gonna add a little one into this, okay? Again, 2 options. Easy-ish option, not easiest, but easy-ish, is to have left leg in tabletop, and then when you crunch, you extend the leg away and then come back in. All right, so it's a crunch with a leg extension on one side, and then you do 5 on the left, 5 on the right, or 2 legs into tabletop. As you crunch, you extend one leg, bring it back in, extend the other leg, okay? So you're either doing singles, tabletops, or double tabletops. Double tops. All about the darts. Squeeze and lift. Watch that low back. So you've loads going on now. It's a full body workout. Everything's working, including your brain. Hopefully. 2 or 3 more. Jesus. Last one on each side. That's a burner now. Woo. And rest. Lordy, lordy. Don't think I want to do the other one I thought of. Okay, so the other one is a reverse crunch. Now, if it looks too tough or you do feel it's going to hurt you, you can just simply do, again, some toe taps, maybe double leg toe taps like that. But if you think you can do a reverse crunch, hands behind the head, knees tucked in, and you just lift your bum to bring your knees to your chest or hands down by your side. A little bit easier, supports the upper body, and do a little bit more of a lift. So I'm reverse crunching. I'm now lifting my hips to my chest as opposed to chest to hips. And I'm controlling the move back down onto the mat. This is a higher level move, to be honest, so I don't expect you to do it at this early stage. 3, 2, 1. And one more. Whew. I shouldn't have had my lunch before this class. And then another little squeeze of it and relax through. Good job. Okay. So we reverse, or sorry, we won't reverse. We'll take the focus off the front of the body. We'll move it to the back. So feet flat on the floor, taking a breath in, exhale, roll the pelvis back, push those feet into the floor, peel that spine up, pause at the top, lower back down. Give me 5 of them in your own time. If you've recovered after those crunches. Do one more. Excellent stuff. So I'm going to come up on a single leg bridge. So as I'm coming up, I'm going to take my left leg into tabletop as I push up through the right foot. Then I'm going to lower everything back down, and I'm going to come up on the left leg, taking the right leg into tabletop. Nice and relaxed. Make sure the foot that's on the floor staying grounded. And probably like I've drummed into you now at this stage, the foot does all the work. Consciously load through the foot. Press it down into the mat. Do 2 more on each side. And one more. Excellent stuff, lovely. I'm going to bring my feet wide, sort of the width of the mat. I'm going to bridge up. As I get to here, my glutes squeeze, and then I lower back down. As those feet are wide, it's causing those glutes to give a nice little squeeze. This is where our summer bodies start, lads, you know. We make our summer bodies in the winter. That's That's what all the personal trainers tell us. Couple more. Lovely. Now, perfect. Bring those feet back together. Now, I'm going to bridge up again. Holding my bridge here, you have two options. You can just lift the left heel, put it down, lift the right heel, put it down. The hips stay still. All you're doing is little heel lifts, left, right, left, right. Or, harder option, toes off the floor, and we do our little heel walkouts. So it's kind of the reverse of what we did a moment ago when we did our little baby steps out and back. We were working the front of the body. Now as we do our little heel walks, we're working the back of the body, running from just around the shoulder blades, all the way down my spine, into my glutes, and all the way down the back of my legs to me heels. Everything fired up. Woo-wee. One or two more. Yowza. Now, let's be cruel. Go out there, stay out there if you want to. Lift one foot, lift the other foot. Oh, not good. Particularly if you've got dodgy hamstrings. See how many little leg lifts you can do. You don't have to do them again. Everything is optional. And then walk her back in. And down. Nice. Another good stretch of this back now, right? I'm going to rock the knees from side to side. Get a little massage into that low back. I'm going to circle the knees. And then back the other way. Good stuff. Okay, so the abs have had a little rest, haven't they? They have. Okay, left leg into tabletop, right arm up to the ceiling. We're going to extend them away from the body. Pause and hold, bring them back together. Engage that core, feel it lengthen out at a diagonal. So this is kind of working what we call our rotators. Right shoulder, left hip, makes you twist around to your left. One more. Lovely. Change sides. Left arm, right leg. Engage that core. Nice neutral pelvis. Extend the arm out and back. And the leg. So this is working left shoulder, right hip. So good if you do any kind of golf or tennis, anything like that, where you need your rotators, hurling, any of those twisty sports. Okay, good. Now then we're going to come 2 arms, 2 legs. Hard option, head and shoulders off the mat. If not, leave them down. Draw that belly button in, nice neutral pelvis, and we extend out and back, opposite arm, opposite leg. Breathe through it, don't hold the breath. I do these in every class. I think they're amazing. I love them. You really get a bit of bang for buck with them. If the neck is getting sore now, pop the head down, right? 2 more. Excellent. And another wee stretch. Okay. So we're going to turn onto our fronts. Move my microphone. So we're going to lie flat down. So this is some upper back work. Okay, so again, for most of us working at our desks, watching our phones, all that rubbish causes our upper back to bend. So draw that belly button in as a start. So you want to think about drawing the belly button a centimetre or so away from the mat. I've got my hands under my forehead. From here, I'm going to take a breath in, and as I exhale, I just press the hands down into the mat, and I lift my head and shoulders away, and then back down. And I'm constantly looking down at the floor now, okay? I don't want anybody looking up to the end of the room. I don't want to compress that neck. So keep looking down at your floor. Think about getting those shoulder blades to kind of wrap around to the front of the ribs. One more. Excellent stuff. Then we're going to bring those hands around to the side of my head. So I'm coming up onto my forearms now with this one. Shoulders tucked back and down again. Don't look straight down the room. Look down towards the floor. Draw that belly button in. Take a breath in. Exhale. Up you come. And you're trying to come up as high as you can on those forearms. Again, if you're not too confident with your back, or maybe you've got osteoporosis or something, don't come up too high. Just listen to the feeling in your back. Listen to your body. Just come up as high as is comfortable for you. We'll do one more. Good stuff. So to come all the way up into a swan dive, so same thing, if your back isn't great and you don't want to do it, just do one of the other two levels we've just done. I've slide my hands further past my head. From here, take a breath in, exhale, and I come all the way up off the floor. Shoulders tucked back and down. From here, relax back down. If you're confident to come higher, you can bring those hands back in closer to the head and they will create more of a back extension, but only if you're comfortable to do that, right? So as I said, listen to your body. It will tell you what it wants to do. And we'll do one more. Coming back up here. I'm just going to do a little turn to my left, turn to my right. So we're just getting that upper back to rotate a little bit more. Free it out if it's a bit more stuck. And then back down. Brilliant. So then I'm going to press back into child pose. Stretch out that back with a bit of flexion after all that extension. And then we're going to come forward. So, staying on my elbows. Got my toes curled underneath me. We'll try a couple of these variations and see how you go, okay? From here, all I want you to do is slide your right hand forward 6 inches and then slide it back in, and then slide your left hand forward 6 inches, slide it back in. What you're looking to do is to stay really stable and really straight through the shoulders. We don't want any leaning out to the opposite side or big mad movements. You want to stay centered and focused. Reach forward, draw back in. Reach forward, draw back in. Good stuff. Excellent. So we'll do 8 to 10 of them. I'm feeling like I'm wobbling all over the place. Okay, good. Now, then I'm going to come up onto my knees and see, can I tap forward? Tap forward. So I'm staying on my knees as I'm tapping forward and forward. If this is too tricky, go back down onto the hips and do another round. So there's a little cheat. If you widen your knees, you can do it easier, right? I didn't tell you that. And one more tap. Lovely. Good with them? Right. Can you do them on your toes? Very hard. So come up into a plank position on your elbows. Tap forward. Tap forward. Try not rock. Tap forward. Tap forward. So again, this is pretty extreme. It is a mixed level class. So if you can't do this, do one of the other levels or do an alternative exercise. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Whew. Haven't done them in a while. Sit back and stretch it out. And then we're going to come forward to a nice little back extension. And then sit back again. And do that a couple of times, get our breath back. It also helps with these back extensions to stretch out the abs. So I've done a bit of ab work there. So if you let those hips drop, you can feel those abs actually stretching. It's nice, and you can hold it for a moment. Again, if it's comfortable in the back to do that. Brilliant. And then we're going to walk the hands back to the feet to stand. So a bit of balance work before we finish. Okay, good. So if you're really good at your balance, challenging yourself more to get a pillow, hang on, grab a box or block. So I have these foam blocks here in the studio. So pop it down underneath. We'll do it on my left leg. So I'm on my left leg. Now, if you don't have a pillow or if your balance isn't great, don't do it under a pillow. Excuse me. So I'm going to relax the foot, keep the knee nice and bent, take up that right leg, and you get your composure. Now, trick for you. Look up to the ceiling by moving your head. Look down to the floor by moving your head, not just your eyebrows. Look to the left. Look to the right. And we're going to come back to the center. Now, we're going to look left, look up, whoa, look down, hit. I'm gone, cheating. Look right, look up, look down, back to center. Very tricky, because now we're moving our head as opposed to just focusing on one spot and moving the leg in and out or something like that. Okay, same thing, I'll switch feet. On the right foot, slight knee bend. Obviously, if you think you're going to fall over, don't do these, okay? Hands on the hips. Oh, if you suffer with a bit of vertigo or something. So from here, this is my good leg now. So I'll be falling on this one. There you go. Convince myself I was crap. So looking down. I'm crap. Looking up. Looking left. Jeez, I'm bad today. Looking right. And then back to center. Sorry, very bad demonstration, hence why I started on my good leg. Okay, so we go again. Look left, look up, look down, whoop, look right, look up, look down, whoop. And enough of that now, because that was terrible. Okay, so hopefully you're better at them than I am. All right, so nice little stretch down and we're done. Shake it out. Kick out through the legs. From here, I'm going to turn to the side, take a breath in, and then chin to chest down I go. Pause at the bottom, take a breath in, exhale, stack up through the spine. Shoulders back, chin tucked in, nice and relaxing. Go again, breathe in and down. Take a breath in down here, exhale back up. Lovely. Then we're going to do a little bit of breathing, so take a breath in and flop to the floor. And then come up from here. Flop to the floor. And one more. Flop to the floor. And slowly stacking back up. Good job, everybody. Catch you again.